How's it going, everybody? So in this video, I'm going to be listing the top ways that you can drastically transform your life, that you can drastically improve your life. And I literally mean transform your life. I mean you transform your life to your greatest life possible, okay? These are the top things that are going to make the most impact, absolutely. And before you go looking for all these answers and all these things, these are the first couple things that you need to improve. Okay, so the first thing is you definitely need to find a diet that transforms your physical and your mental health. Okay, so nutrition is much more than just changing your body composition. Nutrition is much more than just losing body fat and giving yourself a little bit of energy. It's much more than just eating healthy. Okay, you have to understand that your neurotransmitters are created from the building blocks in which you consume. And so you're never going to feel good. You're never going to feel happy if, number one, your blood sugar's all over the place. You're never going to feel good if your circulation is off due to poor diet. You're never going to feel good if your digestion is poor due to inability to efficiently digest certain fibers and things. You're never going to feel very good if your diet doesn't work for you, if you're not consuming the proper building blocks for neurotransmitter balance. And so, there's many different ways of eating, and a lot of people like to think that everyone's genetics are different and blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is there are certain ways of eating that work for the vast majority of people, and I personally have done a multitude of different nutrition styles. I was vegan for an entire year. I experimented with all sorts of different types of paleo diets and things. I did the Mediterranean diet for a couple months. I've tried a lot of different things. And what I can tell you is the one thing that's worked, that's just made the biggest impact in my life, the one nutrition style, is definitely a ketogenic diet. And I was paleo for quite some time, and I noticed the closer I get to a animal protein based diet with vegetables and high healthy fats, the better off I felt. And I noticed this is the norm, okay, not the exception. The vast majority of people that actually do a ketogenic diet the right way, and they do it for long enough to where their body actually becomes keto adapted. It takes about 4 to 8 weeks to do that. Most people feel amazing once they do this. So I have many videos on this, so go ahead and look them up. There's a lot of reasons why this is the case. So that's the first thing. The second thing is definitely start to exercise. Exercise every single day. Exercise vigorously, and exercise in a way that makes you feel good, okay? You don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to be a powerlifter. You don't need to be a CrossFitter. You don't need to really do anything specific, okay? You don't have to follow everyone else's guidelines for exercise. The number one reason why people don't enjoy exercise is because they're doing what they think they should do rather than finding something that they can want to do every day, okay? And at first, you're just gonna have to develop the habit. It might just feel uncomfortable no matter what you do, but over time you'll find the style of exercise that you really enjoy, and then every single day you'll look forward to going to the gym, okay, or doing basketball or tennis or whatever it is. The point though is you need to move your body every single day, and aim to eventually find a sport that you can participate in over time, because it helps to have a greater purpose beyond just body composition. So that moves me on to the third point, which is study positive psychology and self-help. Okay, so most people, they feel lethargic, they feel really down, well, mainly because of blood sugar issues and inflammatory foods, which the ketogenic diet will help to address. But also because they lack meaning in their life, because they work jobs that they don't enjoy, and every single day is just a struggle to survive, okay? So a good place to start is to look up Maslow's hierarchy of needs, okay? Abraham Maslow, that is one of the very first psychologists that they taught in psychology courses in college. Abraham Maslow is the godfather of positive psychology, and I think his full pyramid, his full Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it outlines pretty realistically, pretty accurately what you need to accomplish at a baseline, and you should model your entire approach to self-improvement after Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It makes it very easy for you to enjoy your life, and what you'll find is the more that you get your bases covered, your basic survival needs, your career, and etc., the more you follow the pyramid, the more you follow the pyramid, the better off you'll feel, the more comfortable you'll feel. And that will take care of a lot of your financial stresses, a lot of your relationship stresses, etc. And anytime you have a problem with relationships or obtaining, a certain goal in life, reading self-help books about that subject is extremely helpful. Most people, their number one problem in life is they have flawed thinking. They feel helpless, and they're living their life according to limiting beliefs. And self-help and positive psychology helps you see beyond your limiting beliefs. Okay? The fact of the matter is, there's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, and what this part of the brain does is it filters out any information that you're not currently focusing on. So your beliefs dictate what you focus on, and if you believe that something is hopeless or helpless, or it's impossible for you to do something, your reticular activating system will actually filter out any experience that does not align with what you believe. And that's why, if you notice, everybody seems to be living in completely different realities. Everyone, you and someone else can believe something completely different about a situation you both experience. It's not because the experience itself is the situation doesn't change. It's the perception that changes. Okay, and that's all due to the reticular activating system, the RAS. So the next thing I highly recommend everyone start to do is take tonic herbs and nootropics. Okay, so obviously, talk to your doctor, especially if you have like medical issues and things like that. You definitely don't want to be experimenting with herbs and supplements and things if you're on medications or anything like that, or if you have a health issue. But I myself personally have experienced tremendous benefits from taking some tonic herbs and some nootropics. Now, the key thing to keep in mind here is that everyone has a different neurochemistry based on their diet, based on their thought patterns, and changing your thoughts. That's very important. And so, different people might respond differently to different herbs. For example, many people love rhodiola rosea, and for me, that herb tends to make me depressed, and I have a lot of weird problems with any kind of serotonin boosting substance. The other thing is that, it takes a long time of trial and error, and that's why some people will say, oh, nootropics just don't work, or herbs just don't work. It's because they haven't actually taken enough time to find something that works good for them. And, these herbs are very powerful. People who claim, oh, it's just a placebo effect, don't listen to these people. I don't know why people do this nonsense, For one, new research comes out every single year about different herbs and things. There's a huge body of research on many of these. And just because something has not been proven to work, or even if it's been proven to not work, it doesn't mean that it's useless. It doesn't mean that it will not work. It just means in certain studies used with certain people under certain parameters, it has not worked. And so, again, trial and error, and N equals 1 is, it's your friend. It's going to give you the most benefit. If you just say, oh, all this shit's bullshit, it's placebo, there's no use in trying it, you're really just limiting yourself and removing a huge beneficial tool from your life. So I think that's foolish. Anyway, leave your questions and comments down below in this quick 10-minute video, because my iPhone can't record anything longer than that. Let me know what y'all think and what's helped you the most in your life, and I'll talk to y'all in the next time.